Hey Stampy friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and it's our Wednesdays kit class. Today I'll be showing you how to make a stamp-free card using our awesome DSP, which is currently on sale through July, and then also our Playful Alphabet Dies. Go into whole life flip and we'll get started. All right. So for Wednesday's kit class, how it works is if you order between Wednesday through Friday using the hostess code, $35 worth of product from my online store, I send you all of the pieces to make today's kit. It's a great way to learn new things and grab the things that you want and that don't have me pick what you want. Of course, I have suggested items, and for today's kit, my suggested items are the DSP, which is what we use today for these cards. It's called Sweet Symmetry, and it's on sale right now, 15% off through the end of July. And then also these amazing alphabet dies. Let me just show those to you real quick. These are some of my favorite dies ever because I can make whatever word I want and they're just the right size. They're not too big, which I've had big letters before, but then you can only put like 4 on a card because they're just that big. These ones are a lot smaller. Check them out, and a really good price. So all of these are just $34 plus tax and shipping, and they have the numbers in there as well. I know it looks kind of crazy how they're all on there, but there's a reason why they're on this way. Let me pick up one. Let's do the A right here. So I take up the A, and you see it has the outline right there, so I know exactly where to put it back when I'm done, which is pretty genius. It has a little bit of kind of like a tear tape strips to help make them stay connected, and then just peels right off and puts it right back on. I love these dies and use them all the time. And it's a great way to make a kit if you are a demonstrator because we can't send stamped items in the mail. All right. So let me show you and tell you a little bit about these cards. These two right here are thank you, our W thank yous, are using the negatives from each other. So this one you have our thanks right here. You'll find it, the other half of the thank up here. And then let me make sure this is not too blurry for you guys. And then same with the U. The secret is that you're going to cut out the shape that you want for the thank you part for this card. There we go. And then have it centered or put it to the location you want it to be as well. And that way you can use both of them. Same with the U. I went ahead and make sure I measured that out, which all the measurements will be in the comments below after today's live. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll find all of the comments or all of the measurements and steps and directions and photos and a link to my blog. So that's a great way to make 2 cards with just the same items and using the negative. Then this one's a really easy, fun, happy birthday one. And the secret to this one is that we use our DSP for that awesome images on the letters. And then if I tilt right here, you can see that those are popped up. We've used the foam adhesive sheet that looks like this. And I went ahead and I cut it down to the size that I want. I did a 1 inch by 4 inch strips for mine and then die cut my letters out running through my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. All right, let me go ahead and get started and we'll show you how to make these cards. Let's do our thank yous first. Have that so you still see it. There we go. Super easy. So I love the DSP for this one. Like I said before, I don't actually have the stamp set that matches this DSP, which is the best thing about our designer series paper is that it does have stamp sets that coordinate with it. And so these images you can also find among the stamp set. However, I just really love this paper because of the colors. These are kind of my awesome color schemes that I like. You can see it's on the same side, so it's double-sided. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and glue this part on to our card base. I'm using the soft succulent, and the color here is actually just jade. It's just a little bit darker of that green, and I just use that soft succulent instead to make it just a little bit of a lighter color for these cards today. And any excuse to use the soft succulent is and good reason for me. That's one of my favorite new in colors. Okay, so that one just covered the whole card front, which I love about our DSP. I could leave it like that, and honestly, that would be an awesome card. And a lot of cards you buy from the store that are like the note card size that you buy like 10 of them just look like this. 2 colors, one back and one front of it. But we're going to go ahead and add some more things. So we need to glue on our U. I'm going to grab my silicone mat for gluing. The smart thing that I could have done was use our adhesive sheets. Those are amazing. And they look kind of like this, where it has double-sided backings. And you peel off one side and attach it to your paper and then die cut those out, just like we did with the foam. And then you remove the backing of the other side when you're ready to place it on what you need it. And that works great for these little type things. But I feel pretty confident that I can get some glue on those letters. I'll flip it over and then just kind of place them a little bit before. The card that I made originally for this one here, I put the letters on after I attached this to the paper, and it was tricky. So definitely do this step first, so that way it's flat and level, because we are going to put dimensionals in a second on the back of that DSP. Okay, just kind of like that. And it's up to you how you want to space it and how far you want it. I will just have it cut out for you and you can place it wherever you want. Now we do need to flip that over and add our dimensionals. And this is where it goes a little crazy because we want this thanks to pop up really nicely. Let me move this out so you can see it better. There we go. So I'm going to put dimensionals 3 across the top. And then we're going to put them along the letters here. And we'll do 3 right across the thanks. And then we're also going to do some below the thanks. So the thanks is what we really want to support here to keep it popped up as much as we can. Some cute card ideas with this one is to make this into a shaker card, and by putting a window sheet with foam strips on here instead. And then you can have sequins in here, and that would be really cute as well. We went pretty simple, and I just wanted it to be able to pop through that thank you, or the thank. I keep on saying thank you or thanks. But you know what I mean. Just think. We'll take off all those backings. I don't even know how many I used. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dimensionals on that one piece. Pretty crazy, I know. All right, so then we're just going to line this one up carefully. We're going to have just a little bit of border here on the top, on the sides. I had it going the same length as that 5.5 for that. And then we just need to add our awesome bow and some holiday rhinestones. So the twine comes in a couple different colors. I'm even missing my black. It's not in the bag with it. This is our Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. I love it. I love having these different choices and be able to pick and choose. And those are great neutral colors. So I'm going to take some of this twine and I'm going to double it up. So I'll take it about like that. And let's see. It's probably about 16 inches. And usually I like to tie bows on the spool, but we're going to cut this one and see if it's enough. We'll make a little bow here and a bow here. And do our bunny ear kind of bow. And pull it through. There we go. Super floppy, but we can go ahead and adjust those. And then also take this one that's still a loop and just cut it free. There we go. We've made a double bow, or double twine bow, I would call it. And we'll just trim this side as well and grab a glue dot. Put our knot to our dot. So pressing it to there and then pinching it off. And then you can place this wherever you want. I kind of just placed mine between the two of the thank and the U. Then let's grab our rhinestones. I'm using the holiday one because they have some great multicolors in this one. And you can see I've already used up 2 of the shades. Let's grab this Night of Navy and just put about 3 random ones on here. I'll do Let's see, we'll throw one more. I never know where to put the last one. I always know to group two together. Let's do another random one up here. There we go. Awesome. Grab our bone folder and get that nice and pressed down. And there we go. Our first thank you card that uses that DSP. Super busy looking, right? Kind of crazy, but I love it. And I know whoever you send this to would love it too. All right, let's go to the next one, which is a little bit less busy, but still lots of texture. I've used the bark embossing folder for this one, and I've just changed the layout of our card base. I have added some of that Calypso Floral, and here's that U negative and our thank you letters. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these over. Maybe go like this, it could be tricky. There we go. Ooh, awesome. That was an easy way to flip that. I've never done that before, so that's a great tip or trick you guys should try. Have it all ready and then just flip it onto your mat. Okay, we're gonna put some glue on the back of our letters, and then we will glue it onto that strip right there of Calypso Floral. You could leave this on your without even using the strip here, but I like that, just adding that one extra color. Okay, and I don't like things to be straight. I like them to be purposefully crooked so that it's okay when they're not straight. Does that make sense? I'm intentionally not perfect because I know that I'm not, and so I'd rather just not even try to put that on straight. Instead, we plan to be crazy. Almost got it. There we go. Okay, there's our thank. Let's go ahead and attach this awesome piece of basic white that's been embossed with the bark embossing folder. Just so much yummy texture on there. Like, I can't even tell you how much you probably want to just feel this. It is amazing. Pick a side. Either one will work. The side that's more, I don't know, raised versus unraised. And put that onto our card base. Just like that. Grab our thank. Put a little bit of adhesive on there. And I'm also going to slant this just a little bit. You could keep it straight. You could even put it all the way over to one side. I'm going to have mine going off of the white a little bit and at the angle. Then when you get some mini dimensionals, or cut your full-size dimensionals in half, the minis look like this. They are amazing. They came out just a couple years ago during my demo time. There's some things for Stampin' Up! That are way before me. I've only been for, let's see, it's almost 8 years now. 7 years, 7.5, 7 3/4 of years as a demonstrator. My anniversary is in October. And so Stampin' Up's been around for over 30 years now. So lots of things have come and go, or things that came that I wasn't here when they first came. So this is something, though, these mini dimensionals have been during my demonstratorship, and it was one of those awesome moments like, yes, we needed these. These are so handy to have because they're just the right size. Okay, get all my backs off. My hands are a little bit sticky, so things are sticking from my glue. Sorry about that. There's our U. Go ahead, our U to our card. And then let's just grab a little bit of that basic white twine and make a bow. Let's see how good I can make a bow with my slightly sticky hands. They're just kind of tacky, like dried glue. Okay, so I'm keeping it on my spool. That's my usual way of making bows, is to keep it on there and then play with it and adjust it. Like I said, my hands are sticky, so it's going to be interesting to see how this bow turns out as my fingers stick to spots. There we go. We can call that good, and I can play with it more. Then grab your both ends and trim it off. Perfect. Let's grab our glue dot. Let's stick it on there. Pinch it off. And this you could honestly put anywhere. I just kind of put it on the bottom of the U to kind of add to that. And if your glue dot looks like it's spreading too much, just pinch it together a little bit more. And then let's grab some of those rhinestones. Again, let's grab, I like to have one of these Night of Navy ones up here by the Night of Navy letters. And we'll do a couple of these lighter ones down here, closer to our U. Maybe. See, look, it's sticking to me. I should just go wash my hands or grab a baby wipe or something, huh? That's okay. I've had to learn how to stamp with liquid glue because it's now my go-to type of adhesive. I use it all the time. You would think I would learn how to clean my hands better in between. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and grab our bone folder. And there we go. 2 awesome thank you cards using the negatives from our first card we just did. Love it. All right, our last one is our happy birthday. It looks like this. Also has that amazing texture, but from a different embossing folder. This is called the Tasteful Textile, I think, embossing folder. And I went ahead and I used a double matting. So the same color, but just one embossed and one not. And I'm using that Misty Moonlight as our card base. Let's grab these pieces in and kind of see how they all look together. And let's attach these to our mat. This is the Sahara Sand. It is an amazing neutral color that Stampin' Up! Has that is neglected or just not used all the time. So I thought it would be fun to add this to our card today instead of white. If you only have white, that would work right in this place of this color as well. It's just a neutral. And I used it a lot of this color recently for my stamp camp that I'm prepping for. That's the end of the month, the Christmas in July. And I found that I really love it. It's one of those things you don't realize you like it until you use it enough. And that's what this one is. That's our sand. Okay, I have 3 different sizes of this bumblebee, and it's the 3 3/4, so less than an inch wide, and then it's just decreasing. So I have 3 1/4, 3, and then this one's I think 2 3/4. And we're just going to make kind of like steps going down and glue these on. I'll put glue on all 3 so they're just ready to go. There we go. And then it's up to you if you want to have it meet at the edge or go past where the card base is. I have mine going a little bit past. Look, I just got more glue on my hands. That's what I get for pre-gluing, huh? It's all right, I'm already sticky. Oh, man. No ink on my hands today, but lots of glue on my hands. This is an ink-free card. I like to try and challenge myself and make some non-stamping cards sometimes. Only because sometimes you might not have that stamp set in your craft room, and I want to have other options for you to still make cards. All right, so this is what it looks like. I've used 2 strips of that DSP, and I went ahead and I die cut them out with the foam attached. So all I did was on the back side, you'll see, I took off one of the strips of it and attached it to the DSP. And then I ran it through at the same time. So it cut them both out. And it's a lifesaver. It makes it so awesome because these are so little that even those mini dimensionals will not fit very well on these letters. So to use a foam mat for this one is the best thing ever. All right, let's go ahead and spell out our words though. Happy birthday. Just peel it off like a sticker. H. And I just love how this looks on this paper too. There's lots of different paper ideas you can use. This is just the one that I'm featuring today. He said this paper's on sale through the end of the month. which is under $10. Usually it's like $11.50, and it's on sale for, I think, $9.78. And if you're a demonstrator, it's even less because you get your awesome demonstrator discount to be a happy shopper. If you ever want to become a demonstrator, please let me know. I will gladly send you the link and you can join my team. And I would love to have you. If you find yourself spending more than $100 each month or on an order, you could easily become a demonstrator with no troubles at all. All right. Next one is happy birth. It's kind of funny how we separated these words. Usually we keep it all together, the birth and the day. But I like that we've kind of branched out and made a whole new look. And this card was actually inspired by Pinterest, and I can't remember the name of the artist, so I apologize for that. All right, let's do the eye. Oh, look how easy this is, though. I just peel it off. Some of them have the centers that I have to take off. That's not too bad. Super easy, not messy like my glue I was just using. Let's grab our T. And our H for this one. I actually want to try this in a couple different DSPs and see how it looks. I think this would be really cool with the tasteful touches with that wood paper we have. This would look amazing. And what's the other ones? Or any of the in color ones I think would be awesome with it too. All right, all we need now is the day. And I thought about switching out this bumblebee for even that coral, Calypso coral, because that's also highlighted right here. But that's how I picked the colors. It was based off of the colors that are in the DSP. Find our Y. And lastly, our exclamation point. Oh, be careful not to go crooked though. There we go. Hey, I see a couple of my stamping friends here. Welcome. So glad you're here. Thank you for your comments. I'll be sure to read all of them once I'm done to see how and what all your thoughts are. All right, lastly, just do some embellishing with our holiday rhinestones. Just put a couple on. I just am using that lighter color. I want to say this is a pool party. That's what I want to say. But I would have to double check. These holiday rhinestones have been in the catalog for a little while now, and I love them. They are perfect because they have so many different color options. All right, there we go. An easy happy birthday with that awesome pop-up foam. Love it, love it. All right, so we had that one. Then we had our thank you card using the negatives for it to make our other thank you card. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning how to make these cards today, our stamp-free cards, and give it a try. Be sure to order by Friday if you want this kit from me, and have a wonderful week, you guys. Happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.